Hi guys, hope you're well. How are you all doing? So first of all, I just want to say apologies for the boxes, which you can probably see down there. I've been sent a few things recently and they're just like piled down there. So I will show you those in a future video. But today I did want to talk to you all about this new palette by Juvia'S, which is the Saharan palette. I believe they have now come out with, oh, how many eyeshadow palettes have they come out with? I think they've now come out with 4 in total. I have to double check that. I think I've got all of them. I will put my link to the reviews I've already done of each of the palettes in this video for you, so you can actually go and click on the palette reviews I already have done. The first palette is probably my favourite of all of them, to be honest. It's more of that like neutral tone. Do you know what? Let me get the first palette for you instead of just trying to get you guys to just imagine it. So this is the first palette. The first palette is called the Nubian. That's what it was called. And as you can see, mine is like all like grubby and full of, not grubby, but you know what I mean, like makeup stained, and that's simply because I travel with this quite a bit and it's a bit battered and bruised from all the usage that I've had of it. But I really do love this palette. The first one is just a bit smaller. I didn't realise that. I thought this was the similar size. First one's just a bit smaller, but this one's just a bit bigger and a bit thicker, I believe, than the first palette. But those are the comparisons of the two. So when you open up this palette, so you do get the same number of eyeshadows as you get in the first palette, as you can see there. But obviously the colours are now different, significantly different. So you can see the two there. Now I have used it. I will show you a mini demo of me applying the shadows, but this is what I've essentially used on my eyes today. I tried to do a kind of not typical kind of look for me, which means that I tried to stay away from like the purple tones and the warmer tones, and kind of try to give you something a bit different for my look today. I have used on my eyes today all over my lid. Actually, let's start with the base. So the base, I actually use this shade here, which is called Katsina, and this is a perfect like brown tone for my skin tone as a base, so that you can put this all over your lids and just use other colors on top so they can blend really well. So I found that color to be really good for that. Then I used this color here called Juvia'S, which is the great orange tone for transitioning, and that's like the transition orange that you can see there. Then all over my lid I used this shade called Senegal, which is a really good like copper gold kind of color, really pigmented. That's all over my lid. Then on the outer V I put Kia, which is a blue tone kind of iridescent kind of color, which is really pretty as well, and I put that on my outer V. And then to darken up the outer V I used Chad, which is this black color here. So that's essentially what I did on my eyes. Very simple look, because I'm not complicated like that with my makeup, as you guys know. But you guys already know that I really love the these eyeshadows by Juvia'S. I think for me personally they're one of my favorite formulas. One of my favorite formulas of eyeshadows, because they blend really well. They're very pigmented. You only need a little bit of color and the pigment is amazing. So yeah, I just really like them. So definitely recommend Juvia'S eyeshadows if you haven't tried them. As I've mentioned, this isn't my favorite of the Juvia'S palettes, just simply because, I mean, I like the colours in this, but I found them to be a bit random, if that makes sense. I love the fact that they have a black in their palette, because obviously having a black in a palette is really useful. But saying that, I would have really liked a dark brown as well, kind of to balance it out. Love the fact that they have this brown here, which is a great base colour for my skin tone, which you really don't find a lot in eyeshadow palettes. Like the base colours tend to be really white and or creamy, and that's a bit too garish for my skin tone. And I love this transition shade in here. The metallics in this are gorgeous, like beautiful. I'm not really talking about anything to do with the formulas in this, because the formulas for me are just really great, and you'll see when I do my swatches in a moment that the formulas are great. But it's just the color arrangement in this, I don't know, to me it doesn't make that much sense. But you know, still a pretty palette. I'm not saying that that takes away from anything of the palette. Like, I still really like it, and I do recommend it. Now in total you get 4, I believe, matte shades, and those are Chad, which is there, this colour called Katsina, which is the brown, this colour called Juvia'S, which is the burnt orange, and then this colour here, which is quite unique, is like a reddish orange colour. is it reddish orange? Yeah, it's like a red orange kind of color, and it's called Sokoto. I haven't actually used it because I'm a bit scared of using that, let's not lie, but it's so vibrant and so pigmented, so I'll just swatch that, and then I'll just swatch the other mattes for you as well. So that's the orange matte that I mentioned before. This one is the brown. You'll just about see the brown on me because it is a great base for my skin tone. That's the brown there. And then the black is super pigmented, and that's the black there. So you can see all four mattes, really great colours for transitioning and for deepening up colours as well. So I'm really loving that about it. Now let's just look at some of the metallic shades in this. So the rest are metallic, so altogether you are getting 12 eyeshadows. So 4 of them are matte and then the rest are metallic shades. Now the only shades in this that aren't that super metallic shades are, I'd say, Lulu and Zoya, I think, but let's quickly swatch them. So I'll do the 3 shades here, and that is like a green gold color. Can you see? Guys, can you see that? It's like blinding. Oh my gosh, okay. And then the next shade is called Bororo, and that's Bororo there. These are amazing. And then this shade here, which I've put on the outer V of my lid today, is called Kia. And that's Kia there, and that's really gorgeous as well. Those are the metallics in the first row. Now let's look at the second row. So I'm going to swatch Zoya, which I said is more like a shimmer as opposed to metallic, and that's really pretty as well. And then this shade, Iman, is my least favorite of the bunch, and it's really quite powdery, but it's like a white kind of color. Yeah, I don't know, it's just not my favorite, to be honest. I could have done without that one, but that's that shade there. And then we've got Senegal, which I've put all over my lid today, so I'm going to put that there. So that's Senegal right at the bottom. It's really pigmented as well. And then we'll do the last row here. We've only got 2 in the last row. So we've got this shade called Lulu, which again I said is more shimmer as opposed to metallic. So that's Lulu. Sorry about the swatches, guys. But that's Lulu there. And then the last shade is called Fula, which is like that pink there. You can just about see it. I apologise for my random swatches. But those are the shades right there. I am going to show you me applying them with the brush, so I'm not going to do brush swatches. Obviously, if you are applying them with your fingers, then you are going to get more intensity. And actually, what I will say is that if you really want like to make your eyeshadow pop and have more intensity, then applying them with your fingers actually on the lid as well will definitely increase that intensity as well. So all in all, I really do like these shadows. I think they're really pretty, really great quality. In terms of how much this is, I believe that this is $28 on their website. If I'm wrong, I will annotate it in this video. You can get this, I think it sells out quite quickly and then it comes back in stock. I will link it below. I bought mine from Juvia'S Place website themselves. I got mine sent through a shipping service, but I think I have shopped from Juvia'S Place before and I can't remember 100% if I got customs charges. So just bear that in mind if you're going to buy from them directly. Obviously your shipping costs will need to be placed on top of that to the UK, and also be aware that you could possibly get some customs charges. Other places that sell Juvia'S Place eyeshadows in the UK, obviously just be careful, mindful for yourself. I have shopped at one place before which is called Luster Cosmetics, so I'll link them below. I don't know if they've got this in stock at the moment, but I mean, I personally just get it from the actual website itself. But yeah, if you're mindful of that, then I'll link that for you. But yes guys, that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed this review and it was useful. I will now switch over to me applying the eyeshadows for you, and hopefully you like that. Okay, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, see you soon. Bye, ciao. Okay, so I'm just going to play around with the Saharan palette. I'm not really sure what look I'm going to create, nothing amazing, but I did want to just kind of demo this for you. So as you can see, these are the shades inside. I think I'm just gonna do something not too drastic with this. So yeah, let's just play around with it. So I'm gonna go in with this color called Katsina here, and I'm just going to place that all over my lids as a base colour for me. So I'm just going to use this Morphe brush, which is the Morphe M333 brush, and just take some on the brush, as you can see, and just place that all over my lid. So that's a really nice base colour. The thing I really like about these shadows is that because this is a black owned company, I mean, when you get base colours in eyeshadow palettes, normally they tend to be very, what's the word, like beige or cream, and for me personally that's a bit too much, as in too bright, whereas this is a really nice like brown coffee kind of colour. So that's the first colour. Then I'm going to go in next with this colour here, which I think is a really good transition colour, and it's called, what's it called, this orange colour, Jamila, and I'm just going to put this into my crease as like just a transition for me, because you guys know I love my warm tone transitions. This is not going to be anything like amazing or anything like that. This is just to show you how good that these shadows actually are. Can you see that colour? Nowadays we get loads of palettes with these kind of colours in them, like these burnt oranges, and it can be a bit overwhelming. It does get a bit much, but if you're one that loves these types of colours, then you know. I think I'm going to go underneath and kind of just bring that orange to my waterline as well, just under. So I think I've got a little bit of fallout, but I will tidy that up in a bit. So that's the base colour. Now I'm going to take, what colour should I take? Right, I think I'm gonna actually go in with Senegal, which is this like goldish brown here. Just because I normally always do like reddish browns, kind of reddish tones. So I just want to do something a bit different. So it's really pigmented, as you can see. Tap off my brush, and I'm gonna go in with that colour. Can you guys see that? It's so pretty. I'm gonna put that all over my lid. I'm not really sure how this look is going to end up. I think I'm gonna go in with this colour called Kia here, which is like a blue. It's like an iridescent kind of blue. I kind of swatched it there for you. And just put that onto the outer V. So I've just flipped my brush over. Then I'm going to take the black in this and kind of deepen up. So the black is really, I mean, it is actually quite pigmented. So that's the black colour there. It's called Chad. So I'm going to just dip my brush. You literally need only a tiny bit of this because it is so pigmented, and kind of just put that onto my outer V. Just going to take the black again and just like line my waterline with this. I'm just going to put a bit of mascara on, and that should be that. Just going to take this colour here called Zoya, which is like a, I don't know, like a bronzish, light bronze tone. I'm just going to place that into my inner corner. That's what you guys think. I really like this look. As I said, this was just me testing out the colours. I wanted to do something a bit different to what I normally do. I would normally do like a red tone or the purple tones, but I wanted to be a bit different. So yeah, let me know what you think.
Goodbye, love, you feel right, my love.